Hi guys. Well, I thought I would do a wrestling video. You know, the ones I used to do all the time, and then I just kind of stopped doing them. I don't know why I did that really. There's a bit of light coming in, so any light that is here is lights above me, which you can probably see. And then the window is right there. But yeah. I wanted to take a moment to show off my lovely phone case. How cute is he? Loving it. And yeah, let's get to Payback because, man, can move Mr. Penguin. He's just the cutest little phone case ever. Love him. Payback was last Sunday, well, Sunday gone, the 16th of June, and it was in Chicago. So we all knew it was going to be a great pay-per-view. It was going to be a great crowd. So I was like, whoop whoop, it's going to be like WrestleMania. Honey, it was absolutely fantastic. I know that a lot of us on Twitter and Facebook and stuff beforehand were unsure of, like, I suppose the quality. This is a new pay-per-view. Was it going to be any good? Blah blah blah. But it was out of this world. I'll only quickly go through matches and the results and just point out any kind of information that's of importance, I suppose. Oh, I just shook the thing, sorry. Yeah. I'm gonna yawn. I can feel a yawn coming. Wouldn't be like me. Oh god, you know when you drink something, like I just drank some tea too fast and it's like stuck or something. That's just not what you needed to know. Anyways, we will start with the pre-show, which was, what was it? It wasn't called a pre-show. It was called pre-match. I don't know. What was it called? I forget. It was that important. We had the usual panel thing. I don't like this panel thing. It's crap. I'm not even going to talk about it. It was Sheamus versus Damien Sandow. I was kind of hoping that Sheamus would put Sandow over so that he could have a decent win against someone who'd been like champion, king of the ring, or a rumble winner, yada yada yada. But no, Sheamus got the win. I'm Irish, obviously, and I love Sheamus, but how do I say this? I'm bored. I am bored of him. I'm just not entertained anymore. I feel like he's gone a bit meh. I just don't I just don't get it. I'm over him for the moment. I'm sorry. I'm still a fan, all that kind of crap, but I'm just a bit like, oh, now I want to know. Sheamus, this is for you. That was half put on. We then had the Intercontinental Championship match, which was Curtis Axel versus Wade Barrett, who was the holder of the belt, and The Miz. And to be honest, obviously Fandango is injured, so he was taken off that off the card. But I have a feeling he would have been crowned the new IC champion if he hadn't been injured. Excuse me. I was quite impressed with all three, to be fair. I thought that The Miz getting the figure 4 and nearly having Barrett tap out and then Axel covered him up top. That's just the weirdest sentence ever. To get the win. I just thought it was really, really good. I thought it was different. It was definitely something different, and I was so happy that Axel won it on Father's Day, and it was a belt that his dad made, very prestigious and stuff like that, so it was very fitting, as they would say. I don't know why I was just doing that with my hands like an old person. So, how was your day? I've lost the plot. I can't remember the actual order of the matches, guys. I'm just going as what I remember. I have some stuff wrote down here, but even at that, I'm like, what? Where do I start? We had, let me see. Let's go with the belts. So the IC belts. We had the Dean Ambrose versus Kane for the United States Championship. Ambrose was the winner. It was an okay match. You know, I'm still getting used to the Team Hell No kind of dissolving and all that stuff. It was fine. Ambrose got the win, and he's, you know, blah blah. Then we had Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns defend their tag team belts against Team Orkano. It's a cool name. It's Randy Orton and Daniel Bryan. The two guys from the Shield, Seth and Roman, retained their belts. That was a really good match. There's something about Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton together, or even if they're just competing against each other, there's great chemistry there. And when I seen them have their match at Raw, which I mentioned if I have time, I was like, great chemistry, absolutely great chemistry. It makes me want to watch Orton again, because I did find he'd gone stale. So the tag team belt match was an interesting kind of good match. I do love Rollins' blackout finisher. I do want to see them kind of progress against newer opponents now instead of the same kind of circle of people. We had Alberto Del Rio versus Dolph Ziggler for the World Heavyweight belt. This was a really uncomfortable and very odd match. I felt like kind of screaming at the computer when I was watching this. I was like, no, leave me alone, Del Rio. It was interesting because it was a double. I thought I was gonna sneeze. It was a double turn, as in it looked Del Rio's turn heel again. It's a slow progression back into heel, and then apparently they want to make Dolph face. I don't know how much that would work, but we do need some more face superstars, as there's quite a dominant amount of heels on the main roster of main characters that they show, I suppose. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. It was just an uncomfortable match. Del Rio kind of beat the crap out of Ziggler, was going for the head and stuff, and he got the win, and he's the new champion. And I don't know, it was just really uncomfortable. And I know the people in Chicago were pissed off. I was pissed off. So yeah, but I don't know. It just seemed, do you know what? It seemed very unfair. That makes sense. It seems like they're not burying Ziggler, because I keep saying Ziggler. they're not burying Ziggler, but I don't know. Weird. What else do we have? We had AJ versus Caitlyn for the Divas Championship. This I wasn't really looking forward to. I didn't really care. I like both of them. I think they're both great wrestlers. I think that AJ is gold for the company. She can probably rake in a lot of money. And I think that Caitlyn is a hard worker and is a good champion. She's had a good reign anyways. So obviously AJ is the new Divas champion, but the match was absolutely brilliant. I really enjoyed it. I know that everyone else did too. It was just just like up there with the great matches, and it really, I don't know if anyone watched Slammiversary from TNA. I watched it the other day, I'm trying to catch up on TNA again, and it did rival Taryn Terrell and Gail Kim's match. It was better. Now I said it was better. We freaking itchy leg. We then had John Cena versus Ryback. I keep saying we then. This is in no order. I'm sorry. I'm not that organized. We then had the 3 stages of hell. Oh my! It's almost like mentioning John Cena. You just saw the top of my head then. Lovely white scalp. This is the 4th or 5th time that they had this match happen. So basically the first stage was the lumberjack stage, where all the superstars covered the ring, outside the ring, and then the second stage was the tables. So whoever got to put your table first was the winner of that section. And then there was the ambulance. Yeah. Lumberjack, table, ambulance. Yeah. So it was 1-all. Ryback won the lumberjack part of it, and he won clean too, may I add. I was quite impressed with that. really don't know why, but I thought that it was good. He didn't cheat, anything like that. The second time, Cena won, so then obviously they beat the crap out of each other up by the ambulance, and Cena got the win. God, I just could care less, seriously. And I've left this match to last because I feel it is very fitting to talk about this match last. Punk hadn't been seen basically since the Raw a week after WrestleMania, after his loss to Undertaker. So this was a huge deal. He's been injured, he's been recovering, he's been on Twitter and stuff, he's been trolling, and he's been kind of seen out and about at like hockey games and stuff like that, but no one really knew if he was going to come back to wrestling, because I know that he has been very pissed off, and may I say, he has just a little under a year left on his contract, so I don't know what's going to go on. So his match was against Chris Jericho. This was their third bout for Best in the World. Very, very entertaining match. There were times where Punk did lag, and I can probably reassure you, it, as if I know, like, it's just ring rust, you know. It's like The Rock. The Rock takes a long time to get adjusted to the ring again, and even then he's shit. So it was important that Punk got the win in his home city, and he did, and it was a great match, and yeah, it was just amazing. The crowd just loved him. And then lastly, we had promo for the return of Rob Van Dam at Money in the Bank on I think it's July 14th, could be wrong. So that's exciting. So I'm just kind of curious, is he going to be a Heyman guy when he comes back? What's he going to do? How long is he back for? As far as I know, he's only back temporarily. He hasn't got a full-time contract. He wants to see what they give him, as opposed to matches, as opposed to anything really, you know. And I'm pretty sure he left just before the PG era, so who knows. So this is my Raw video. I'm very sorry if it was rushed, if I didn't answer everything or go through everything correctly. I would recommend watching the pay-per-view if you want to know what I'm on about. It was, honest to God, 10 out of 10. Brilliant. I'm excited. I was excited for Raw. I'm excited for SmackDown tonight. I'm excited for Money in the Bank. And if you watch Raw, you'll be very excited for SummerSlam too. Possibly SummerSlam. So I will talk to you in my next video. I've got Raw notes wrote out, but I'm not sure if I will do a video. I think this might be just enough. All my links for everyone will be down below, because you have to understand, a lot of people do these kind of videos and you see it all the time on YouTube. Some people are very robotic with it. I find that it's easier just to be yourself, just to be natural. If you have a few notes like this wrote out, this is just to remind me of what happened. You have to understand, Raw is a 3-hour show. I'm not going to remember everything. I can barely contain myself half the time. I'm so excited watching wrestling. So yes, I'm not sure if Roxy's doing her videos anymore. I haven't seen one uploaded in a while. Tim still does his rants, but he didn't do one this week. And then James is very sporadic with his. So all the links to my favourite wrestling Twitter people will be down there. And I will see you all soon. Have a great day. If you're going out at the weekend, go get pissed.